Trainer Joe, your top 40 tips for weight loss mindset. We know that the mindset is crucial. It's one of your biggest sticks, and I can tell, even though you look sober right now, because you probably have a lot buzzing in your head.
Buzzing, man.
I can tell you're very excited for this video.
I am excited. This is big.
I don't think we need an introduction other than to say we're doing part 1 today. There's 40 of them. That's just too many for one video. So we're doing 1 through 20 today, but it's not order of importance. Every one of these we're calling equally important, equally crucial.
They're all number 1.
They're all number 1, exactly. All right, you ready to go? Anything else?
Ready. This is key because a lot of people will just want to lose weight, but they have this conversation they have with themselves and they're never able to break through. This helps change that conversation. This helps. We send these out when people are in my program. We send them out every day, and they're going through this, and then they get something, and they think about this, and it's different than they normally think. We had a lady on YouTube ask us. She said, "Would you please tell me what you mean by the changing the mindset? What is the mindset you're talking about?" This is what we're talking about. Think more this way than the way you think now.
Love this. I'm very excited for this video as well. Let's jump in right in number one. Number one. What do you got?
Food won't fix it. And we tell people in session 1, begin telling yourself this. When you get ready to go to the fridge and get something to eat, realize whatever your issue is, food's not going to fix it. If hunger's not the problem, food's not the answer.
There's going to be a lot of good one-liners in this video.
That's number 1.
Number 2.
Go to bed hungry, wake up happy. We did our talk on that. We got 1 million plus views on it.
People really resonate with this one.
Or they hate it. Or they think that's a problem.
They react. They have reactions to it.
And if you're not trying to lose weight, I don't care. Eat with pizza. Have pizza in your mouth as you're falling asleep. But if you're trying to lose weight, go to bed hungry, wake up happy. Number 3. You ready?
Good.
Yeah. Move me right along here. We got.
Or you should be. You might consider writing these down, honestly, and have them put one above the fridge.
You need to write these down.
One above your bed. One above your armchair in the living room.
But write it as you listen the second time. First time, just listen. Next time you go through, write them all down.
Love it. Number 3.
How much fun do you want to wear? Because a lot of times, that's it. How much fun do you want to wear? A lot of times we're eating and we're like, well, I'm not going to stop eating yet because I'm still having fun. All right, then keep going. But you get to decide how much fun you want to wear.
But Trainer Joe, sometimes, and I hate to say this, the most obese people that are just partying and eating constantly seem like the funnest people.
They're having fun in the moment. But when you can't sleep and you got your CPAP and you jabbing yourself with Ozempic and insulin and everything else and your heart's beating too fast and your liver's overwhelmed, go ahead.
Okay. That's a sobering.
What to tell you? It is fun. But how much fun do you want to wear?
Next one.
You are a Ferrari, but you've been eating like a Ford F-350. People... Our identity is kind of messed up. We need to realize underneath that body, there's a Ferrari in there. You've just been eating for a bigger vehicle. You got to stop. You got to realize who you are. Stop eating for a big old Mack truck. That's not you. So we tell them that.
You are a Ferrari.
You are a Ferrari.
That's one you've had from the early stages.
You are a Ferrari.
The early days of Trainer Joe, 21-day transformation. Next one.
When you're fasting, you're feasting.
Whoa.
When you're fasting, you're feasting. And that's not technically something we're doing in my program other than it just works out that you are. And people are like, man, I was so hungry. Yeah, the fasting, little bits here and there. But people are like, man, I'm starving right now. Actually, you're feasting. And I always tell them after we do a little experiment, how was this for you? What was it like? What did you learn? Because we do learn things when we're hungry. We learn things when we're not eating. And that's feasting. And I've fasted. You fasted. What you're gaining when you're fasting is something you're only going to get when you're fasting. So it's like you're feasting. You're learning. You're growing. You're changing. You're getting insights and understanding that you don't get otherwise.
These are very motivational. Next one. At least for me, when I hear that, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah. You only need to exercise on the days you eat. You only need to exercise on the days you eat.
That's clever.
And sometimes people hear me say, because I told them on a thing recently, exercise every day. You're trying to lose weight, exercise every day. And they're like, well, you need to rest. When I'm saying exercise, I don't mean 2 hours of CrossFit. I mean get your butt outside and go for a walk 20 minutes. Okay. That's what I'm saying. At least minimally that. do at least that every day. That is rest. Okay, for somebody that's working out, that's rest. That's a rest, recovery rest.
It's good.
Active rest is what that is.
It's good. It's good.
But people say, well, I don't have time to exercise. Well, you have time to eat, so we'll give you a break. You don't have to exercise on the days you don't eat. You got to get this mindset change.
Mindset change. Mindset, baby. Mindset is huge. Next one.
If you're so busy, why'd you eat that?
Goes kind of with your last one.
Why'd you eat the second helping? If you're so busy, why'd you eat the second helping? Yeah, it goes along with that. It's like, it takes no time not to eat something. So when we say part of our issue is how busy we are, well, then you need to count that, bring that into what you're eating. I'm so busy, I need to only eat what I know I'm going to burn today. I can't afford to eat something that's going to require me to go work out for 2 hours. I don't have time to do that. Then don't eat it.
And it takes less time to eat 10 bites than it does 30 bites.
Yeah.
If we're really going to get down
It
to
takes no time to skip dessert.
Next.
Don't eat Timmy's food. Don't eat Timmy's food. And that goes along with, we'll show a picture of somebody in my program, and then we'll show another picture of them where they're 100 pounds lighter, and we'll say, they used to eat for 2 people. Now they're just eating for 1, and we'll show that second person. When you are 50 or 70 or 80 pounds overweight, you ate your food and you ate Timmy's food. Another person's food that was never meant for you, you ate it, and then why am I so uncomfortable? Why don't these clothes fit? Because you got another person you've been feeding.
Good. It's good. Let's keep rolling. I like the pace that we're going at.
Here, you read a couple.
Next one. Eat for the body you want, not the one you have. Well, I'm hungry, though. Come on, Trainer Joe. Don't make me blah, blah. Well, yeah, you're hungry because you're used to eating for this type of person, and now you're putting yourself in a calorie deficit, and it's going to feel a little weird, but you got to start eating for the body you want.
That's right. I think you hit it. If you weigh 300 pounds and you feed that body, and then suddenly you're only feeding a 170-pound body, what do you think it's going to say?
More!
Where's the rest?
More!
I'm used to you feeding a 300-pound body. Your 150-pound body that's in there wanting to show up is like, I'm not used to only getting this amount of food, but when you're feeding the right one, you're going to feel a little bit deprived.
Right on. Removing temptation is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of commitment.
We can apply these, many of these in other areas,
For
but
sure.
leaving them here because they work here so beautifully. Why is that food in your house? Well, I like these things. Are you planning on eating them? No. Get them out. Mm-hmm. Well, I got kids. Y'all remove, get them out. Get them out. Well, I got a spouse. Get them out.
But I want to show
what are you doing?
But I want to show I'm strong enough to resist them. I should be able to be strong enough. Get them out.
Get them out.
Get them out.
Get them out. Get it done.
Out.
Get it done.
Get them out.
And before we do our next one,
Sure.
why don't we welcome these people into the next program? We send these texts out through my app. You're constantly getting texts. You're constantly getting encouragement. Guys, there's not another program like my 21-day transformation. If you haven't done one, there's a link in the description. We'd love to have you with us in our next one.
I've seen a ton of good results. Highly recommend it.
I love it.
Number 11. When a good thing becomes an ultimate thing, it becomes a destructive thing. Okay, I get it now. Took me a second to reread it.
When it's suddenly the thing.
Yeah.
This is the most important thing to me. Is it really food? Is it really soccer the most important thing to you?
Goes with, we did a video recently where we dove into that, and it was, this is a hard-hitting principle. How important is food? You have that.
Your job.
Have that conversation
your money.
with yourself.
Wow. It becomes an idol.
Yeah.
And it becomes destructive. Once it becomes an idol and we worship it.
Are we worshiping it?
It becomes destructive.
That's good. 12. God gives us food for sustenance and our enjoyment, but not for our ultimate fulfillment. Embrace the hunger. Piggybacking off of 11.
Yeah. And when people say, what, they don't understand embrace the hunger.
Embrace it.
We have food. It's wonderful. It's a blessing. It's a gift. But God didn't give us that so we can say, my life is totally complete because I just ate this pizza and had this margarita and a Snickers bar. I am totally happy now. That's not what food's meant to do. But a lot of people, I'm going to say that a lot of people feel like it is. This is where I'm going to get my ultimate peace, my ultimate comfort, my ultimate fulfillment in life. It wasn't meant to do that, so guess what? It ain't going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. 13.
The thought is father to the deed. Stop thinking you need dessert.
It's deep.
The way we think, we have these conversations in our head. I recommend another book in addition to mine.
Sure.
Telling Yourself the Truth by William Backus and somebody else. Telling yourself the truth. We lie to ourselves. We say these things that aren't true. We've got to realize you never do something without thinking about it.
That's good.
We always do things twice. You didn't just rob a bank.
Woo.
You first thought about robbing the bank, then you robbed the bank. You didn't just eat dessert. You thought about it, then you ate it. Quit thinking about things that aren't in your best interest and that aren't helping you. You need to take your thoughts captive. You can. It's a responsibility. It's a blessing you have that you get to do that. You can. It's your responsibility to do that.
Right on. Next one.
Without proper feeding of our minds, we have little hope for our bodies.
How should we be feeding our minds? What should we be feeding it? How? What's a practical day look like?
When you're doing our program, we have a daily devotional. You got to be nourishing with the way you think. I would recommend people pray. I would recommend people read something that's encouraging, that's inspiring. Because if all day long it's just things that have no purpose other than entertainment, why do we expect to do well?
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite things on my journey to going pro in pickleball is consuming good literature. I love it. I never realized how much I would love that. Since I started almost a year ago, there's almost never been a time where I'm not consuming good literature. That's filling my mind. It becomes very, very fun and rewarding when you have a goal. And day to day, you're trying to reach that goal.
Yes, because then you're going to be more of a sponge, which is what you are right now. You're a sponge. You're like, give me something I can work with. People don't care about this if they don't want to lose weight. But you get somebody that says, I want it. I need it. I've got to do this. Suddenly they're hearing these things and like, yes, I need that one. I need to think about that. I remember when one guy, Hank, was doing the program. He lost 140 pounds and he talked about our sayings. He said, I got all these sayings. And a lot of people do the program and they write these down. They love it. They put them on their fridge because it does help them reframe to have a new paradigm in how they're looking at things.
That's good. I have
What's next?
Page of my favorite notes. What are we now? Hunger is the handmaiden of genius. Mark Twain.
And it's interesting. I actually looked that up on AI to see what it said that meant. I had my idea what it meant. Hunger is the handmaid of genius. And it said, the saying hunger is the handmaid of genius suggests that a lack of satisfaction or a state of need can be a powerful catalyst for creativity and intellectual achievement. That's true. When people fast, they get a clarity of mind. They can think more clearly. Being hungry has many benefits. And there's a lot of scripture verses along those lines too, that how God feeds us. He provides for us when we're hungry, when we're in need, when we have desire. But we go around so satisfied that even honey doesn't taste good. You know, we don't allow ourselves to really get hungry.
Good. Number 16. Before number 16, to piggyback what you're saying, I would highly encourage you, maybe pick out your top 2, top 3 out of this list. Again, this is part 1. We've got 20 more for next week's video, so we're coming at you with some good stuff. Pick 2 from the top 20 and plop them somewhere in the house. I think it's a great idea. Or at least have them on your phone, to be rereading, rethinking about. All right, next one. Weight gain doesn't just happen. You let it happen. Boom!
And that's just to realize, that's not to make you feel bad, it's to make you feel good and hopeful. I let it happen. I can control this. I can do something about this. Yeah, it was subtle. It was slow. You changed the way you lived. You had a new job. You're no longer a cheerleader. You're not on the basketball team. And suddenly you look in the mirror and you're like, 50 pounds? It didn't just happen.
Yeah.
You let it happen. Let's now go a new direction.
You have control. Good. 17. Food is a wonderful servant, but a terrible, finish it, master.
Paul said, all things are permissible for me, but I'm not going to let anything master me. And that's what we're talking about here. I'm fine. I love all foods, any foods. any time of day, any time of night, whatever you want to eat. But if it's mastering you, it's a problem. And that's where a lot of people are. They're like, I can't. When it's time to eat, I'm going to eat. I don't control it. It controls me.
Yeah.
That ain't going to work out good.
That's good. At 18, just because you've had enough to eat doesn't mean you won't really want some more. Once again, embrace the hunger.
Just because you've had enough doesn't mean you're going to be like, oh, good, I've had enough. You don't know when you've had enough.
You don't know.
You don't know. You can't handle the truth.
Your emotions.
That's just a reality. We've had enough, but man, there's more. There's dessert. I still would.
But what about listening to my body?
What about my body? My body said eat some more.
Sorry, that's probably really loud in the microphone.
Sorry.
Apologies. 19.
The freedom question is not whether we can eat whatever we want, but whether we can have what we most deeply want. We want to be free. I'm free to eat whatever I want. Okay. But you're also free to have something you want more deeply than that. And that is a freedom we have.
Cheers to that.
You're free. And when people are struggling, like, oh, I'm so hungry, I'm just at night, I'm really struggling. I'm like, just realize you have the freedom to choose not to have something. Yeah. That's a freedom you have. You're not obligated to obey this appetite you have. You are not obligated to obey that.
That's good. 20. Go for it.
If you normally eat until satisfied, then you are likely eating for the body you have rather than the body you want. Sounds like a repeat, but it's worth it. If you normally eat till you're satisfied, if you're like, well, I feel really good, then you probably ate for the big boy. If after your meal, I feel really good. Now, I know there are times you just had a good little meal and it was perfect. Mm-hmm. There are. But you need to recognize if you're bigger than you want to be, what's going on? You normally eat till you feel good. You don't stop before that. Stopping before that is where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. And nobody likes to do that. And you'll get used to it.
Yeah.
You can grow into this mindset that gets you where you want to be. I would love everybody to be able to eat like I eat because I feel like I have very few restrictions, very few rules, but it's because of this. It's because of the way I think. It's because of the way I process these things and think about these things. And that's what I want for everybody watching. Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
I thought there were some great ones in this one. Comment below. Let us know the one that stood out to you the most, and immediately when you heard it, you were like,
which one's your favorite?
That one is for me. I'm putting that one on my fridge. Also, make sure that you watch part 2 because we got more fire coming at you that I believe if you will sit on these things, meditate on these things, think on these things, they will change your life. I believe that. You believe that?
These should probably be in my next book. These are good.
Keep them, baby. Keep these notes. All right, guys.
All right.
Till our next video coming out very soon. Train your brain.
And transform your body.